Well, this is Alexi Boyd from Small Biz Matters, and I'm very pleased to be welcoming Christyl, who is the Deputy Director of Technology and Research at NASA. We've just heard you speak on the stage all about the way that NASA obviously is the cutting edge of innovation. What I'd like to know from you is how can small businesses find out more about the sort of programs that NASA runs and the support mechanisms that you have in place to teach us the things that you learn?
Wow. So if we're talking about education, NASA has a whole organization that's focused on education. And so if you go to nasa.gov, just www.nasa.gov, and you put in education, there's a whole program. And so we offer student internships. We offer curriculum for teachers. We offer all kinds of things like that. I'm getting other teachers to come into NASA on special assignments to work hand in hand with our scientists so they can take that back to the classroom and everything else. There's so much that we do focused on communicating what we do broadly to the world.
And in terms of that STEM side of things, you know, science, technology,
engineering and math.
It's so important that we have, I guess, a next generation coming through with that level of education. Is that why the importance is there from NASA's perspective for the next generation to bring in those next level of engineers?
Absolutely. In order for us to have the kind of vision that we have, putting the first woman and next man on the surface of the moon by 2024 with the objective of going to Mars, which is going to be in the 2030 or so time frame, it is going to be imperative for us to make sure we're feeding the pipeline now. If we don't have people qualified to be engineers and to be, people who are doing STEM-related fields, including accountants and things like that, then we will never be able to achieve those kind of goals. So that's a very important thing for us now.
It's funny you should talk about in terms of accountants and small businesses,
Yes.
because they are, I guess, at a foundation level, they support
Yes.
NASA's programs as well, because you have all that trickle-down effect of all the other businesses that work together with you.
Absolutely.
Is that an important part of the structure of NASA, is understanding the way that you communicate with small businesses around you?
Absolutely. And Goddard, the facility that I'm in, is one of the largest contributors to supporting small businesses in the United States. And so that is a very important thing for us. We have this impossible goal, but it also really helps to fuel the economy. And for us, lifting up even the smallest of those businesses makes a huge difference in our economy.
Tell me about Australia and how we're connecting in with NASA. What's our time frame? How are we going to be working with you in terms of large-scale projects? Where does Australia fit in it, apart from the fabulous telescope that we have out at Parkes that we all know through the movies?
Right. So it's already started. So there's already been an agreement signed between your country and mine in terms of partnership for the Artemis mission. That is the one that I explained to you, going back to the moon with the first woman and next man by 2024. So there's already been a commitment of $150 million from Australia to be able to contribute to the mission. And there are so many different areas. At this point in time, we're having lots of conversations with organizations, including your space agency, on ways that we can partner for those missions. And those conversations will be ongoing.
And the way that NASA interrelates with small businesses over in the US, would you have the same expectation for the Australian agency to be doing the same and providing that benefit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's already been a commitment, at least from the space agency and from the government in South Australia, where the space agency resides in Adelaide. They have that commitment to make sure that the small businesses are a part of it.
Well, you heard it here first at Small Biz Matters. Thank you so much for joining us today. And once again, just tell us how people can find out a little bit more about the NASA program and education.
Just go to nasa.gov.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining Alexi Boyd on Small Biz Matters.
Thank you.